it was the Sunday before Labor Day, and Lynn and I went to Austin to see a movie. And while we were in the movie, Houston started calling. He stayed with a friend in Bastrop, and I really wanted to see this movie, so I was ignoring his calls. But Lynn was worried because on the way into town, the winds were really, really heavy, and I had made a comment about how, what bad conditions that made for wildfire, and so Lynn looked at her text message, and Houston had texted that our neighborhood was on fire, and so we left in a panic. And driving back to Bastrop, we could see, the huge smoke, and it's just, it's all, when you live in the Pines, it's always on your mind about wildfire. But, when the day comes, you're never ready for it. And today's Houston's birthday, and he's the hero of our situation. He went into the neighborhood, went against evacuation lines, being yelled at and honked at by other drivers. Went in and saved our animals, 3 dogs and 2 cats. Got a lockbox with important documents and my grandmother's ring, and left his car to burn, said he took one for the team, got my car and Lynn's car out of there as embers were falling on the house. And, we lost a lot of material things. But there's so much that we have to be grateful for. The animals just provided so much love for us, and we know people on our street who's they were out of town and didn't have someone like Houston to go in and save their pets, and they're devastated. And we lost our neighborhood, our home, great neighbors. We had really talented and neighbors that do plenty of good volunteer work, and what we've lost is overwhelming. But Lynn and I and Houston have devoted a lot of our time and talent to organizations, charitable giving, and we never really saw ourselves on the receiving end of charitable giving, and there were numerous organizations that stepped up, but the one that sticks out in my mind more than any other is Austin Disaster Relief, and that National Night Out, they packed our car with canned goods and paper products and cleaning supplies and clothes and sheets and towels, and the list goes on and on and on. And we're bewildered to this day, from something that happened almost 3 months ago. But when you're in the when you're in the presence of people that selflessly roll up their sleeves and help out, there's no way to, thank you just doesn't do it. It means so much, and we see friends and acquaintances that lost their homes, and they're some people are better than others, but it doesn't matter if you have insurance or not. You lost everything, and we're just so grateful. When I found out what my company, Renewal by Andersen, was doing to help support this, I was just so grateful for this day. And Chris and I have worked together since 1996, and he lost his home 6 or 8 years ago in a fire. And so he can certainly empathize with our situation. And I'll tell you, I'm just so proud of Chris and this organization, and that, you know, I get a chance to participate in giving back to an organization that gave so much to us.
When someone was trying to, if someone's trying to give to you and you refuse it, you're taking that gift away from them. And that really stuck with me. But through this, it's, we're saying things that we were given, we could afford to buy. But when you're so overwhelmed with having lost everything, it's too overwhelming to get out there and buy the canned goods and the, you know, just towels and toothbrushes and, you know, the things that are so simple. I can't tell you how much that helped us. It was one thing you didn't have to worry about.
You know, first of all, thank y'all for the encouraging words, because our team, which we brought many of our team here, it's encouraging to hear, you know, the stories of the impact, because we are wanting to give of ourselves to help those in times of need, and that is our mission, is to be the hands and feet, to be able to show love when love is really needed, and demonstrate hope when it seems like all hope has been lost, and that is our purpose, and to be there in that time. And so thank you for those words of encouragement back to us. And we're in this all the way with all of the folks that have been affected by this disaster. It could be up to a 4-year project, they say, and Andersen is committed to continue to sow into the families that have said, you know, help us.
Yeah, and the other thing, you know, not only are we local, and so it's really neighbors helping neighbors. I mean, in a way, y'all are neighbors, and you can't turn away a neighbor. And the other thing is that it takes individuals, churches, and businesses to step forward. Nobody can do this alone. And so I just so appreciate the partnership that we've got here with Renewal by Andersen, and we just can't do it alone. And so it means a lot to have a business come forward with this size, because, you know, we go to the post office box and we get $100, $200, and that goes only so far. We take a huge step forward when we see a check like this.
I've had the honor and privilege of serving the Austin and surrounding communities, and now Dallas-Fort Worth, for almost 18 years now, and I am so proud of the Kirbys and Houston here for stepping up to the plate, and I'm extremely proud and honored to be able to present you guys with a check to further the cause. A great organization like Austin Disaster Relief. So it's a great honor for me, so thank you very much.
Thank you.